Thank you all for coming this evening. This is going to be an awesome event, all proceeds going to charity. So, basically, musical theater has always been a passion of mine, and I've always wanted to do a senior project, so thus, this show was born. The History of Broadway Musicals Abridged. That's going to be awesome. So, for college next year, I will be going to Montclair State University as my major, musical theater. So, what I will be doing for you all this evening is I will be trying to go through the most influential Broadway musicals of all time. People say that there is some type of exclusive list of these shows, but there's no set list. My argument is I have found that exact list, and I will be presenting them to you guys this evening. So what I will do is, I would do something from the show, essentially, or like a snippet of something, and then I'd go over to the board, pick up the marker, and then cross it off. Okay? So then, like if I wanted to start the show off, I would look over to the board, and I would see the first show is Hamilton. My favorite. Okay, not the point. So if I wanted to do something from this show, I would do, essentially, I'm going to do part of the Lafayette rap. I'm going to try, okay? So, but I'm going to need some help from you all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to point to you guys, and you guys are going to be saying the word Lafayette. You want to try? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Lafayette! Okay, I'm going to do it again. Lafayette! Okay, now this is the real. Lafayette! I'm taking this hope on the rain, making red gold, rid of the blood stain. Lafayette! And we're going to stop till I make a drop, but I'm going to scatter the remains. Lafayette! Watch me engage, I'm escaping, I'm rage, and I'm out. Lafayette! I'm creating some more funds. Lafayette! I'll come back with more guns. You see? And that's it. So simple. So simple, right? And then when I do this, I come over here, and then I cross it off. So simple, right? Everyone, right? So I was thinking we could start the evening off with something a little crazy, you know, some Broadway trivia. Am I right? No? Okay. So, does anyone in the audience know what the longest running Broadway musical of all time is?
Pippin!
You.
The opera.
That's correct. Yeah. Well, how about this one? What is the longest running Broadway musical of all time?
Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, my bad. Does anyone in the audience know what Cats is? Does anyone in the audience know what Cats is?
Yeah. Angela Lloyd Webber!
Yeah, I tried my hardest, but these people, I'm so sorry, they're making fun of me. You guys think you know more Broadway history than I do? For real? Come up here. Come on. Come on. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, please let me introduce you two of my very talented cast members, Kira Fernandez and Jessica Ruby. So they will be helping me out with the show this evening, and you'll meet the rest of my cast later. But for right now, I don't need you guys. Bye. Alright, to start the show off, I'm going to take you guys back to the very first Broadway musical of all time, Showboat. Shows prior to Showboat were either vaudeville-type shows, operettas, or operas. When you're thinking of a vaudeville-type show, think of essentially in like a variety of acts all in one space type thing. When you're thinking of an operetta, think of a shortened version of an opera, and then we all know what an opera is, essentially. And then Showboat was also revolutionary in terms of its plot. There was nothing like it before, which is why it was so interesting for audience members. So basically the show's about two people meet each other on a boat, and they fall in love. And then, of course, there was a touching duet. Only make believe I love you. Only make believe that you love me. Others find peace of mind in pretending. Couldn't you, couldn't I, couldn't we make believe our lips are blending in a phantom kiss or two or three? to tell the truth, I do. Your pardon I pray, 'twas too much to say, the words that betray my heart.
You only pretend, you do not offend, in playing a lover's part. The game of just supposing is the sweetest game I know. Our dreams are more romantic than the world we see.
And if the things we dream about don't happen to be so, that's just an unimportant technicality.
But the cold and brutal fact is, you and I have never met. We need not minds, conventions, P's and Q's. If we put our thoughts in practice, we can banish all regret. Imagining most anything we choose. We could make believe I love you. We could make believe that you love me. Others find peace of mind in pretending.
Couldn't you, couldn't I, couldn't we make believe our lips are blending in a phantom kiss or two or three? Might as well make believe I love you. For to tell the truth, I do. That was Amy Sancho singing with me. That was Julian Stiles on the piano. Okay, so, but back to the plot of Showboat. So, the girl gets pregnant, and then, typical 1920s, the guy deserts her, of course. And then they meet up later in the future, and it's like happily ever after, the daughter's grown up, and everything is peachy. Cool. Okay, Amy, please cross off Showboat. Awesome. So for the next show on our list is... It's Oklahoma. Okay. I don't like this show. I don't. No. You know what? No. Screw it. No. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
No.
Thank you. My name's Adam Daniel. I'm Ben Daniel's older brother, basically the better looking, more talented. Sorry, I needed a moment to shine. So I'm out here to talk about Oklahoma. Oklahoma's a really important show. Showboat closed before the 1930s. Oklahoma opened 1942, 1943. There was no significant musicals during that time. Now, obviously, the Great Depression and World War II played a large factor in that. But Oklahoma pretty much brought people back into theater. It's considered the start of the golden age of Broadway, which is the time where a lot of classic shows were coming out. Oklahoma was also really good about integrating music into plot. Showboat started to do that, but it was still a little bit of a standalone. Oklahoma really did that really well with a lot of really memorable songs. I mean, I would venture to guess that a lot of you guys know the classic song, Oh, What a Beautiful Morning, that Curly sings. I don't feel like singing that. So, I thought it'd be a really, clever moment to do a little bit of audience participation. So I was wondering, and please raise your hands, is there anybody in the crowd that knows the chorus to Oh What a Beautiful Morning? Is there anybody out there? I don't see many hands. That's the hand that I see first. I'm sorry. Can you come up, please? You weren't expecting to be part of the show now, were you? No, you were not. Okay. So, say your name for the audience.
I'm Maggie's mom.
Okay. So, Maggie's mom. Okay, so, take it away.
Oh, what?
Wait. You don't look Southern enough.
Oh.
No.
Oh, dear God.
Hold on. I knew this was out here for a reason. All right, now you got to wear this. I don't know how a cowboy hat works. Okay, sure. But now you can try.
Oh, what a
Wait.
Now, what, Adam, what?
Still not Southern enough? You know what? Can you tie this around your neck like those cowboys do?
I'm sorry, I'm a blue state girl. That's
so
right.
But it's Broadway Cares. We're supporting that.
Oh, all right.
Okay, thank you.
I'm going to go with Broadway
Broadway
Cares being
Cares,
kind of
of
a blue
course.
state kind of
course,
thing.
thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Take it up. Take it up.
Oh, what a beautiful
Wait.
morning. Okay,
You know what my problem is?
my voice.
No, not at all. It's beautiful. When Curly sings this in the movie, he's riding a horse. And you're just kind of standing here.
Yeah.
So now, I tried to book my horse, Unicorn Rainbow, had an other gig. So instead, I got the next best thing. Sheila the Bear. You ready?
Yeah.
Bring in my steed! Where's my steed at? There's my steed! Thank you, Kira. Thank you.
I volunteered to help Shadow. I'm just saying.
Everyone say hi to Sheila. All right. So now you gotta ride Sheila and sing.
Okay.
Wait, you gotta pet Sheila first.
Do I need to do?
Sheila's imaginary. You can do whatever you want.
I find her very real and compelling.
Oh, that's very nice of you. All right. Now I promise I won't interrupt now. I
Oh,
swear.
please do.
Oh,
Okay.
I swear.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way.
Give her a round of Okay. Sheila loves it. Okay. I gotta take away your props. I'm sorry. They're not even mine. Thank you so much. Once again, so now for the plot of Oklahoma. So Oklahoma is pretty much a love triangle story. You have Lori the girl, Curly the typical good guy, Judd the typical bad boy. It all sort of comes to a head in the town social. Judd gets into a fight, it scares Lori off, and she basically rides off into the sunset with Curly. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Oklahoma. So,
Ow, poor Sheila.
alright, Oklahoma. Alrighty, next on the list, on the town.
New York, concrete jungle where dreams are catered. There's nothing you can't do.
What are you doing?
I'm singing my favorite song from On the Town.
You're really serious right now, aren't you?
Why wouldn't I be?
Because you realize that's a pop song. That's not from the musical On the Town.
No, I know my musical theater pretty well. I think I know what I'm talking about.
And you're 100% serious right now. Okay, and you're not going to believe me.
No.
All right, I need to get the Broadway expert for the evening. So you know what, Ben? You come back out, Oklahoma is over, I swear you don't have to touch it.
Promise?
Really, really promise.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So what's the issue?
So, Aaron thinks, I think the song called New York State of Mind, he thinks it's from On the Town.
That's because it is.
No, honey, no. No, it's not. You're mixing it up with another song from that show.
And what would that song be?
And that's our segue. Okay. So what we're going to be doing for you guys is the song from On the Town, New York, New York. But we're going to be doing something a little daring this evening. We're going to do it a cappella.
Isn't that because you couldn't afford an accompanist?
So On the Town. All right. So Josh, can you give us our starting notes?
Good job.
New York, New York. It's a hell of a town. We've got one day here and not another minute to see the famous sights.
We'll find the romance and danger waiting in it beneath the Broadway lights.
But we've hair on our chest, so would we like the best of the nights?
The famous places to visit are so many, or so the guidebooks say. I promised Daddy I wouldn't miss on any, and we've got just one day. Gotta see the whole town, I'm from Yonkers on down to the Bay. In just one day.
Manhattan women are dressed in silk and satin, or so the fellas say. There's just one thing that's important in Manhattan. When you have just one day, gotta pick up a date.
Maybe 7 or 8 on the way. In just one day, New York, New York, a hell of a town. The Bronx is up, but the battery's down. And people ride a hole in the ground. New York, New York, it's a hell of a town.
Oh, that's beautiful. So besides On the Town being this fun, dancey show, it had a lot of historical aspects to it. The story's about 3 Navy men on a 24-hour ship leave in New York City during World War II. If you're trying to find a true snapshot of what New York looked like during World War II, then look no further than this show. Please cross off On the Town.
Alrighty. Next show is West Side Story.
I want to do it.
Alone?
Yes, alone.
Are you sure about
Yes! I am magical and I don't need your questioning.
Okay.
Go. Leave. 1952, New York City. Alright, so the show is about 2 high school rival gangs, the American Jets and the Puerto Rican Sharks. And the 2 main characters are Tony and Maria. Tony was once the leader of the Jets, and Maria is the sister of Bernardo, who is the leader of the Sharks. So basically, Tony and Maria meet each other at a school dance, and they instantly fall in love with each other. But the high school gang rivalry makes it very difficult for them to be together, but they believe that their love triumphs all. But it ultimately leads to Tony's death. And at the end of the show, Maria states that it wasn't guns or knives that killed Tony. It was hatred. So the song I will be singing for you guys tonight is Tony's song, Something's Coming. Tony sings us a little bit before he meets Maria at the beginning of Act 1. And essentially what he's saying in the song is, he feels like something is coming tonight. Something is going to happen, but he doesn't know just quite what it's going to be. Could it be? Who knows? It's only just out of reach, down the block, on a beach, under a tree. I got a feeling there's a miracle due, gonna come true, coming to me. Could it be? Yes, it could. Something's coming, something good, if I can wait. Something's coming, don't know when, but it's soon. Catch the moon, one-handed catch. Around the corner, or whistling down the river. Come on, deliver to me. Will it be? holding still, it'll be there. Want something, come on in, don't be shy, meet a guy, pull up a chair. The air is humming, and something great is coming. Who knows? It's only just out of reach, down the block on a beach. Maybe tonight, maybe tonight, maybe tonight.
Wow. That was amazing, Ben.
That's right, it was.
Ben? There has been way too much testosterone on the stage. Like, you did invite some girls to be a part of your senior project.
Yeah, come on, Ben.
Wait. Amy, you literally sang 2 songs ago.
You sang two by yourself.
So?
Okay, what's the next show on the list, okay? It's Sound of Music. Okay, so can one of you guys please cross off West Side Story first? Oh my gosh. Okay, I can give you guys Sound of Music.
Fine, we'll deal with that.
Okay.
Well, it's our show, so get off the stage.
I guess not.
Well, anyway, Sound of Music, 1959. Most of you know the story, but in case you don't, here's a recap. This story follows the Von Trapp family and their fight against the rise of Nazi Germany, 1940s Austria. They are ultimately forced to flee their country with the help of some nuns, as well as well-timed musical numbers. This show is important for a few reasons. The first reason is because this show further solidified musicals about historical events. And the second reason is because this is the last show written by Rodgers and Hammerstein, who were some of the most influential composers and lyricists in Broadway history. They have written 11 musicals, most have become movies, and most have had multiple revivals. So, before we sing a song from the show, I think we should warm up. Doe, a deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun, me, a name I call myself, far along our way to run. So, a needle pulling thread, law, a note to follow, so, tea, I drink with jam and bread, that will bring us back to do. Okay, now that we warmed up, I think we could sing a song from the show. Lindsay, we just sang a song from the show. No, we didn't. We just warmed up.
Lindsay, Do Re Mi is from Sound of Music. You're scaring me.
Oh, don't be scared. You know what I'm scared I think of? Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things.
Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into spring. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad,
the next show on our list, we will be doing the first ever musical to incorporate rock music in it, and that, of course, is Bye Bye Birdie. So, Bye Bye Birdie was basically made to be a spoof of Elvis Presley, but they essentially changed his name to Conrad Birdie, and he acted, talks, dances, sings like Elvis. But many thought, because it was a spoof, that the show would fail, but in reality, it was like super successful. So for you guys tonight, I will be singing one of Conrad's hit songs, Honestly Sincere. But, I understand how to sing it, but I've been having trouble sincerely with the moves. Okay. So, can anyone in the audience, help me out? Can anyone do, a solid Elvis impression? Alright, okay, so no one's doing it? Alright. You know what? Whatever happens, you guys brought this upon yourself. Let's go. Alright, play that. You gotta be sincere. You gotta be sincere. You gotta feel it here. 'Cause if you feel it here, well then you're gonna be honestly sincere. What you feel is true. Really feel you. Make them feel it too. Write this down now. You gotta be sincere. Honestly sincere. Man, you gotta be sincere. Oh, if you're real sincere. If you're really sincere. If you feel it in you, well then it's gotta be right. In everything I do, got this. My sincerity shows through. When I look you in the eye, don't even have to try. It's automatic, I'm sincere. When I sing about a tree, I really feel that tree. When I sing about a girl, I really feel that girl. I mean, I really feel sincere. Oh, if you're really sincere, if you're really sincere, if you feel it in here, well then it's gotta be right. You gotta be sincere. Oh, you gotta be sincere. Oh my baby, oh my baby, oh yeah. Oh my baby, oh yeah. Well you gotta be sincere, well you gotta be sincere. Well you gotta be sincere, well you gotta be sincere. Well you gotta be sincere, well you gotta be sincere. Oh my baby, oh yeah. Oh my baby, oh yeah. Oh my baby, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Capone, how did you get here?
Well, I thought I'd come back to my old stomping grounds and I could use a little help. Water?
Yeah, channeling my inner Elvis really breaks that sweat.
If you need, you can sit out for a little bit. I could take over.
I don't know. I mean, I am getting graded on this.
They won't even know the difference. So, when telling the history of Broadway musicals, no list would be complete without Fiddler on the Roof. It opened in 1964, and it was immediately popular when it first opened because theatergoers at the time were predominantly Jewish, and it gave an accurate depiction of Jewish life at the time. So the music centers around the pogrom that many Russian Jews face at the time, and the story is centered around the small village named Anatevka. The musical deals with issues such as anti-Semitism, interfaith romances, and most of all, tradition. song I will be singing is sung by Huddle, the daughter of the main character Tevye. How can I hope to make you understand why I do what I do? Why I must travel to a distant land, far from the home I love. Once I was happily content to be as I was, where I was, close to the people who are close to me, here in the home I love. Who could see that a man would come who would change the shape of my dreams? Helpless now I stand with him, watching older dreams grow dim. Oh, what a melancholy choice this is, wanting home, wanting him, closing my heart to every hope but his, leaving the home I love. There where my heart had settled long ago, I must go, I must go. Who could imagine I'd be wandering so far from the home I love? Yet there with my love I'd home.
Please give it up for Maggie Capone.
Awesome. All right, well, the next show on our list is the highest grossing movie musical of all time, Grease. When people think of movie musicals, they think of Chicago or Hairspray or Music Man. Grease beats them all. That is why it is so important to do it this evening for you guys. So, but before I sing, of course, let me get into character. All right, I will be singing for you guys Sandy. Stranded at the drive-in, branded a fool. What will they say Monday at school? Sandy, can't you see I'm in misery? We made a start, now we're apart. There's nothing left for me. Love has flown all alone. I sit and wonder why, oh why you left me, oh Sandy, oh Sandy, baby. Someday when high school is done, somehow, someway, our two worlds will be one. In heaven forever and ever we will be. Oh, please say you'll stay, oh Sandy. Sandy, my darling, you hurt me real bad. You know it's true. But baby, you gotta believe me when I say I'm helpless without you. Love has flown all alone. I sit and wonder why, oh why you left me, oh Sandy, Sandy, Sandy. One more, yeah,
mega hot.
Hey, Ben.
Sup, Just Ruby?
You can't forget about one of the longest running Broadway shows of all time. A chorus line.
Besides it being one of the longest running Broadway shows of all time, why was it so important?
Because it broke all boundaries that shows had prior. It had no set, no costumes, no stars, no narrators. All of the elements you would find in a typical Broadway show were not found, making it revolutionary in terms of what you define a successful Broadway musical.
Well, since you clearly are the expert, you sing from it.
Fine, I will.
Fine!
Every day for a week we would try to feel the motion down the hill. Every day for a week we would try to hear the wind rush, feel the chill. And I dug right down to the bottom of my soul to see what I had inside. Yes, I dug right down to the bottom of my soul, and I tried, and everybody's going, shh, shh. I feel the snow, I feel the cold, I feel the air. And Mr. Carp turns to me and he says, okay, Morales, what did you feel? And I said, nothing, I'm feeling nothing. And he said, nothing could get a girl transferred. They all felt something, but I felt nothing, except the feeling that this bullshit was absurd. And I kept saying to myself, hey, it's only the first week, maybe it's genetic. They don't have bobsleds in San Juan. Second week, more advanced, and we had to be a table, be a sports car, ice cream cone. Mr. Carp, he would say, very good, except Morales. Try Morales, all alone. And I dug right down to the bottom of my soul to see how an ice cream felt. Yes, I dug right down to the bottom of my soul, and I tried to melt. The kids yelled nothing, they called me nothing, and Carp allowed it, which really makes me burn. They were so helpful, they called me hopeless, until I really didn't know where else to turn. And Carp kept saying, Morales, I think you should transfer to Girls High. You'll never be an actress, never. Jesus Christ. Went to church, praying Santa Maria, send me guidance on my knees. Went to church, praying Santa Maria, help me feel it, really please. And a voice from down at the bottom of my soul came up to the top of my head, and a voice from down at the bottom of my soul, here is what it said. This man is nothing, this course is nothing. If you want something, go find a better class. And when you find one, you'll be an actress. And I assure you that's what finally came to pass. 6 months later I heard that Carp had died. And I dug right down to the bottom of my soul and cried.
So I guess since there was no introduction for Cats, wait, Lindsay, can you cross it off while I'm talking about it? Sure. Okay. So Cats is based off of the poetry collection in Old Possum's book of Practical Cats by T.S. Eliot, and Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote the music to the musical. It'd be impossible to do an entire presentation of the most influential Broadway musicals of all time without mentioning the brilliant work of Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber. He is responsible for creating such musicals as Jesus Christ Superstar, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, Phantom of the Opera, Cats, School of Rock, and many, many more. Actually, currently on Broadway, he has 3 shows running all at the same time right now. They are Phantom of the Opera, Cats, and School of Rock. School of Rock, he actually wrote in 2015 at the age of 78. That's some crazy stuff right there. So, therefore, he is credited for creating what we know as today as mega musicals.
BroadwayWorld.com defines mega musicals as a fully sung-through musical drama produced on a very large scale where the scenic design and set pieces are equally as important as the plot, character, book, and score. Aside from Cats, another very famous show that he wrote was Phantom of the Opera, and Phantom of the Opera is actually the longest-running show on Broadway right now for 29 years, and it is as equally as popular as it was 29 years ago. This story follows an opera house in the 1800s in Paris, where there is believed to be some sort of phantom living under the theater, and it's believed that there actually is some sort of mythical creature, but in reality it's just a human man. And one night the phantom actually goes to watch this opera, and he immediately falls in love with the main lead, Christine. But Christine is actually in love with another cast member called Raoul. And so the Phantom vows to kill Raoul, and it's really interesting how the longest running Broadway show on Broadway right now is an opera, because Broadway shows today have ventured away from operas.
It's interesting, but luckily we don't have to worry about any phantoms here or anything, right? Okay, that wasn't funny. Stop. Oh, okay, stop. This is fun. Stop playing that. Stop. Turn the lights on. For real. Oh my God. That was not scripted. That was not scripted.
What just happened?
I don't know.
Did you talk about Phantom again?
Maybe.
Damn it, man! I told you to stop talking about Phantom!
I'm sorry. But like now that you're out here, you want to collaborate? You know, bro style or something?
Sure. As long as you never go. Bro style again.
Done.
Okay. All right. Let's make sure on the list. Okay. Rent.
La Vie Boheme.
Favorite. So Rent is based on the opera La Boheme. They pay tribute to that in one of their songs that they call La Vie Boheme. Pretty much Rent is just tremendously important to the sound that we hear in musicals today. That pop, rock, can hear it on the radio sort of sound pretty much stemmed from Rent. I mean, we're about to sing What You Own from Rent, and you will immediately hear the difference in the way that the song is sung and the way that the song sounds from everything we have sung previously. Rent is also really important in terms of plot. It really looked at tough issues that musicals sort of tried to stay away from. Look at poverty, look at STD, HIV, AIDS, right at the height of the crisis. It's early 1990s New York City. Looked at homosexual relationships. It really tried to touch on everything. So yeah, we'll be singing What You Own. I'll be playing the part of Roger, a struggling former heroin addict, HIV positive musician, and Ben will be playing the part of Mark, a struggling filmmaker, and they're just talking about trying to get by in America at a very tough time.
Don't breathe too deep. Don't think all day. Dive into work. Derive the other
set the tone. And when you're living in America at the end of the millennium, you're what you own. Filmmaker cannot see, and the songwriter cannot hear. Yet I see me everywhere, voices in my ear. Just tighten those shoulders, just clench your jaw till you frown. Just don't let go or you may drown. You're living in America at the end of the millennium. You're living in America where it's like the Twilight Zone. And when you're living in America at the end of the millennium, you're what you own. So I own not an ocean, I escape and ape content. I don't own emotion. I rent. What was it about that night? Connection in an isolating age. But once the shadow we wait by. But once I didn't disengage. Angel, I hear you, I hear it, I hear it, I hear it myself, I hear it my song. Alexi, Mark, call me a hypocrite. I need to finish my own film. I quit dying in America at the end of the millennium. You're dying in America to come into our own. And when you're dying in America at the end of the millennium, you're not alone. I'm not alone. I'm not
Yeah, cross that up. Yeah.
Wow, you're both related and can sing. I'm shaking with excitement.
Don't gotta be rude about it.
And Ben, you've been on stage for a really long time, so.
It's my senior project.
I take this.
That cool?
Yeah. Bye. So now that they're gone, we thought it'd be, our next show is Lion King, and we thought it'd be fun to do some Lion King trivia for prizes.
Okay. So, please raise your hands or we'll kick you out of here. No, I'm just kidding. First question for this premium grade A grass from Act 1, Scene 2 of The Lion King. What continent does The Lion King take place in?
Raise your hands.
You.
Africa.
Come on. Don't get on stage.
For this next prize of Rafiki on a surfboard, the question is, what Lion King character did Mr. Julian name after his surfboard? Raise your hand.
You.
Oh my god, you're so...
Okay, third question for this prize, it's for all you mothers out there, some refrigerator-worthy art. So, what does Hakuna Matata mean?
No worries.
Raise your hands. Congratulations.
Okay, for this next prize of an autograph from Simba. What famous singer/songwriter shared his music for Lion King? That was awful. Sorry. Yes. You're so smart. Here we go.
Okay, and the final question for the United States Constitution. I have just been informed that I am wrong. This is actually to be or not to be in Swahili. What Shakespearean play is The Lion King based off of? I saw that hand back there first. Yes, you.
No, oh my God.
No, I'm sorry. Yes!
Congratulations to all the winners of tonight.
Okay, so the next musical on the list is Hairspray. I'm sure most of you know this show. It was revolutionary and it takes place in the early 60s. Hairspray touches on topics such as interracial dating, racism, segregation, and body shaming. The song we will be singing from Hairspray is Without Love.
Please welcome Amy and Ben on stage to help us sing Without Love.
Selfish fool who never understood. I never looked inside myself, but on the outside I look good. Then we met and you made me the man I am today. Tracy, I'm in love with you no matter what you wear. 'Cause without love, life is like the seasons with no summer. Without love, life is rock and roll without a drummer. Tracy, I'll be yours forever. 'Cause I never wanna be without love. Tracy never set me free. No, I ain't lying. Never set me free. Tracy
you. Darling, I'll be yours forever, 'cause I never wanna leave without love. Yes, now you capture me.
Cross off hairspray. So now we get to the more difficult portion of the show. Is this on? Cool, okay. So now we get to the more difficult portion of the show. We hit the 2000s. Basically, when we get here, it's hard to establish what are the most influential musicals because we are currently living in this time. Oh, and I'm being cut off. Okay, I'm gonna move over. Okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. So, what I see that the most influential musicals of our time currently are shows about real life struggles and acceptance and things like that. You can see this through shows like Next to Normal, Spring Awakening, and currently Dear Evan Hansen. But before we do anything from Dear Evan Hansen, the cast of Come From Away has a message for you guys. So the cast of Come From Away was actually going to help out with this show, but they couldn't because it's right before the Tonys right now, and they're rehearsing, so they couldn't make it tonight. So instead, they made us this video explaining their show. So please enjoy this video.
Ben, this is Q Smith and the cast of Come From Away. We thank you for including us in your senior project. We're so proud of you and your accomplishments, and we're cheering you on this senior year.
Hi Ben, I'm Lee McDougall from the cast of Come From Away. Come From Away is very important to me because around the world people are being run by fear, and fear makes people exclusive and diversionary, and Come From Away tells a true story based on real events. It's all about compassion and generosity and accepting others with love, not fear.
Hey, my name's Tony, and this is Tamika, Josh, and Sue. We're standbys in the show. A lot of times we don't get a lot of notice before we have to go on, but that makes our job super exciting. And Come From Away is a story about all the events that happened around that week, and it's told by 12 actors who never really leave the stage. And I have to say, I speak for everyone when I say this is probably the most rewarding and amazing experience I've ever had in theater.
Hi, I'm Astrid, also part of the company of Come From Away, and I'm super excited about this musical coming to Broadway because it's one of very few Canadian musicals, meaning both the book writer and the musical writer both come from Canada. And so it's only the fifth one to make it here, and we're already beating the record of the first three that only made it to about 2 weeks. So it tells you how hard it is to get something here, and we're really excited that we're still here and we hope to stay here a long time.
Ben, we thank you for including us, and we hope that your project promotes kindness and helps to educate everyone in what it takes to build a show, a successful show, and the power that art has in the community and the world.
Because we come from everywhere, we all come from away.
Thank you, Ben.
They are nominated for 7 Tony Awards this year. So this was awesome. So thankful for this. But back to Dear Evan Hansen. So Dear Evan Hansen tells the story of a high school outcast trying to find his voice amongst a community filled with chaos at the moment because they just recently lost one of their members due to suicide. In these hard times, it is important to accept our differences rather than be afraid of them. It does not matter if you are white, Hispanic, Latino, whatever, bisexual, gay. We are all human beings, and we shouldn't be afraid of our differences. We should all accept them. So that being said, I would like to invite out my entire cast to sing this very last song with me from Dear Evan Hansen. Oh, and I didn't mention before, Jared Kohlberg was on the drums. And he's like super awesome, so please give a round of applause for Jared. And Antonio Fife was also never introduced, and Josh Moriello was also never introduced. I love you guys, thank you all for doing this. All right.
if you slip away. So I've got nothing to share. No, I've got nothing to say. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun because you've learned, On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping on the glass. I'm wading through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. Wading through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me?
We start with stars in our eyes. We start believing that we belong. But every sun doesn't rise. And no one tells you where you are drawn.
Step out of the sun if you get burned. Step out of the sun because you learn, On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping on the glass, waiting through a window.
Try to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass, waving through the window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving? When you're falling a horse and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling a horse and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? Will I even make a sound? It's like I never made a sound. Will I ever make a sound? On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm tapping on the glass. I'm waving through a window.
Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? Is anybody
Thank you all. So, as you can see, we have successfully crossed off every show on the... Oh my gosh. No way. Rose! Where are you? I gave you one job. No, sincerely, I gave you one job, was to write down all the shows. I gave you a list. I gave you some of these shows we already did. And okay, Smash was a TV show. Okay, what happened?
Man, I'm sorry, I lost the list. I just made it up halfway through.
What am I supposed to do now? How am I going to graduate? Figure it out. My gosh. All right, let's look at the list. How many shows we have? We have 1, 2, 14. Okay. So, how am I supposed to do 14 shows in 5 minutes?
I actually have an idea. I mean, I need to hear it, but I'm pretty sure all those shows have songs in them with the same 4-chord progression.
No way.
Yeah,
really?
Wait, Josh, give me a C, and then a G, A minor, F.
Wait.
I think that's it.
Wait. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I know what to do. But wait, we need someone to cross off all these songs and all these shows.
I can think of only one person to do it. The person that got us into this mess.
Rose, on the stage. This is gonna go fast, so you better keep up. All right, I'm ready, Josh. Play it. 525,600 minutes. 525,000 moments, oh dear. Do you hear the people singing the song of angry men? It is the music of the people who will not be slaves again.
Hateful voice,
prepare ye the way of the Lord. Hello, young lovers, wherever you are.
Below high, below low, a whale and we will go. We'll go a whale and a sailing away. Careful the things you say. Children will listen.
In the midst of this nothing, in the midst of the life, still they're wanting just to see you go
I'm
live.
caught in the storm, I'm caught in the rain, I'm caught in the rush that hides this pain. I'm ready to drown, but it's going down and I feel so alive.
Pile myself, raise your hand. There is no greater dictator in the land.
If there's anything left I can do to convince myself it could be you, it's up to me.
And in my twisted face, there's not the slightest trace of anything that even hints at kindness. Nighttime sharpness hides in each sensation.
No more wasted time, no more time for a dime.
Elevated train by my window doesn't faze me anymore.
Honey, I'm a stranger myself here.
The wrestling screams won't disrupt our dreams. It's lullaby and always. Give me a head of hair along
Let your dirt
shining. And seeming that's waxing. Just foot, one foot, onward and forward. I am the one who knows you, I am the one who cares, I am the one who's always been there.
We may be facing the impossible, we may be chasing after miracles,
And there may be the steepest mountain to overcome, but this is step one. Thank you, y'all. You saved the show. All right. So right now, we're going to be doing the live auction of all the signed Broadway memorabilia. And if I didn't mention it earlier, all proceeds this evening are going directly to Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS. They are the official sponsor of this event. And we are so thankful for that. They provided all the Broadway memorabilia that you guys raffled on and all this signed merchandise. Let's go.
So we need a small child.
Child.
Oh, there's
Small child.
All right, so this will be for.
Take the cup. Take the cup and
Yeah, Cass, if you want to come out and also help, there's quite a bit of items. All right, small child. This is for the mug. Yeah, you want to come up?
The Broadway-themed mug. Ooh.
You will be our designated small child for all the raffles.
Awesome. Awesome. All right.
Make us go one. Oh, you like that one? Okay.
You want to read that number?
019328. 019.
So no one won. That's cool.
This is real awkward. 019328. No. All right.
We'll pick again.
3, 2, 1. No.
No pick again.
Small child.
Sounds very weird. It sounds very weird.
Just makes it easy. All right. How about 019364?
How did really?
John Rickman!
Oh, I was like, really? You can drink coffee. All right. right, so the next one is, what is that? This is the beach towel, the Broadway-themed beach towel. Someone feeling lucky? Someone feeling lucky? All right, someone. You want to do it? Here. I'll be right back. Okay. 019308. Did you really win? You really won? Okay, cool.
We found a different designated small child.
All right, this is for the clock. Ooh.
The clock.
019329. Someone won? You won? Awesome! Charity. Nice. Okay, so the next one is the blue glasses case, not the orange one. Oh, you don't want it? Okay.
She's got it. You want this one? No? Put one back. Can you read that one, Rose? Can you read that one?
019204. 019204.
That's you. Congratulations. We're going to go through so many small children this evening. Are there any more small children? Jacob Ricco, you're small, right? Anything you want bag. Pencil case, makeup, whatever you want it to be. You want to get down?
Read that? Yeah, can I read it to your mouth? Yes. 019358.
358.
019358. Imagine I was right.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, go back down. Contact the small child above the county. All right. Now we have, okay, Lindsay Cooper, also a small child. Red glasses case, or the orange, whatever you want to call it. Not the blue one, not the blue one. Can I read that?
019004.
You? Awesome. Yeah, sure. All right, so Kira will pick it next. Now we have the Broadway Cares themed T-shirt. Ooh. Someone feeling home. You want to read that? Yeah. All right, go for it.
019005.
That's you! Whoever you are. Is this the last one? This is not the last one, okay. Now we have the tote bag. The Broadway Cares themed tote bag.
$019,002.
That's you? They're going to be styling up to your next Broadway show. Hello. Hi! For all those of you who do not know, there were playbills in the front this evening. She graciously donated all of that to the show. Her name is Mrs. Deach. Her name is Mrs. Deach. This is the last one, right before the live auction. It's about to get very exciting up in here. Okay, this is the snow globe. The actual retail of the snow globe is $100. I'm being serious.
Yankee Doodle.
It plays Yankee Doodle.
This is steel, folks.
This is a steal, as Jessica Ruby said. All right, does anyone want to choose specifically? Amy, go for it. All right.
019173.
Ooh, who are you?
Well, that's me.
That's you? You wanted $100 snow globe. Okay, so now we're going to go into the live auction, okay? This is the closing cast of Jersey Boys, okay? Mark Ballas from Dancing with the Stars. If you know who that is, I do not know who that is. So the starting bid will be no. So it'll be $25. $25? That's cool. It all goes to charities. It's not like I'm keeping this one. No one wants it? That's cool. You want it? You want it? 25. Do I hear 35? Do I hear 35? So we'll stop at 25. Okay, 25. Collect your prize. Just a little quicker. Alright, awesome. Cool. Alright, so the next is Rose's favorite musical, Cats. As he does. So this is the current revival cast of Cats. The entire cast. 25. 25. 25? Do I hear 30?
Come on, Rose.
Rose, your favorite. Come on. 25? We're going to get into 25. 25 it is. Oh, no. There was another bit. Who are you? Yo, 30. We're hearing 30? We're hearing 30. Okay, do I hear 35? 35? Did I hear another hand? 35? Do I hear 40? Do I hear 40? 40? Yes? No? Maybe so? Okay, 40. 35. 35. I'm sorry, 35. Alright, now this is the closing cast of Something Rotten. So Rob McClure, he went to the Montclair Musical Theater program that I'm going to next year. So that's really cool, and it's also signed by Adam Pascack, who played the original Roger in Rent. He plays Shakespeare. They're both in the drawer right now. Do I hear 25? 25. 25. Do I hear 30? I hear 30. Do I hear 35?
I'll pay the extra $5.
Is that a 35? Is that a 35? Is that a definite? Okay, 35. Yes, you? Yes? No? No, okay, no. Okay, can we raise our hands? You want 35? Who? Oh, you raising your hand 35? 40? 40. Anyone feeling it? 40. 45. 45. 50. 50. 55. 60. Really? Okay. 55? Is this the final bid? 60. Wow. Okay. 65. This is not what I was expecting. Okay, so 70? 70 going once. 70 going twice. And 3. Okay, 65. Done. So that's it for this evening. I have a list of thank yous, just really quick. I wanted to thank my entire cast: Aaron, Maggie, Kira, Lindsay, Jess Ruby, Amy, my brother Adam, Julian, Joel, Josh, Antonio, Jared, everyone. Thank you all so much. Thank you. This was incredible. I'm so happy I got to do this. My crew, I guess if you want to call them crew, Ariana and Shannon up in the booth. Thank you. Allison Theodore for designing all the beautiful posters and the tickets that we have this evening. Jeff Wiseman for printing everything. Thank you to all the faculty and administration that supported me and helped me do this project. Thank you to all the janitors that helped me get everything set up. Thank you, Mrs. Rhodes. Thank you for all your help, support, everything. Where are you? There you are. Thank you for everything. You're awesome. Thank you to my voice coach, Vicky Casella. Thank you for constantly working. Is she here? Yeah, she's right there. Thank you for everything. Thank you for working with me. I hope all my vowels were shaped correctly this evening. Thank you to Jeffrey Cantor. He's my acting coach. I don't know if he's in the audience tonight. He said he was interested in the event. Okay. That's cool. All right, so thank you for working with me on all my monologues and everything. Jeffrey, he's not here. Mrs. Safari, she couldn't make it this evening. She told me she had a meeting and she had to cancel last minute and can't come here. She couldn't come here this evening. But thank you, Safari, for everything. She worked with me constantly on all of my stuff. I'm just so thankful. I'm just so thankful. Mr. Rose, thank you so much for being my mentor. And he probably won't allow me to say this until graduation day, but my friend, too. Thank you for everything, truly, like you are a bro to me, and thank you for everything you've done. Thank you. Thank you to Mrs. Deach for donating all those beautiful, beautiful playbills from very, very long ago. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you to Broadway Cares for sponsoring this event and just being awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you to the Bergs family. Adam, up here. Yes! Yes. So they are my second family, apart from my actual family. Thank you guys. I love you all. My sister Lee, thank you for... where's Lee? She is somewhere. There she is. Lee, thank you for everything you've done, helping me with this project, nagging me to get my stuff done, and reminding me to do things even when I remembered to do them already. Thank you for everything. Love you too, all right. So thank you, Adam. Thank you, Adam. We butt heads at times because we both wanted this show to be the best show possible, and I'm just so thankful that he did this and he sang with me, and he's just amazing. Thank you for coming out to see me in retirement. Thank you for everything. I love you. Thank you to my wonderful, wonderful parents. I love you both so much. Thank you for everything. Thank you for giving me the gift of music. Thank you for everything you've done for my entire life and supporting me and supporting my dreams and letting me actually pursue musical theater as a career. As they tell me, there's no plan B. There's only plan A. And last of all, thank you, all of you guys. Thank you so much for coming out. This was an awesome event. Thank you for all the donations. All proceeds going directly to Broadway Cares Equity Fight Days. My name is Ben Daniel. This is my cast. This is the history of Broadway musicals Abridged. Thank you. Hopefully I get a good grade. Okay. Oh, and if you won the live auction, just put the money in the red shoe boxes, or go to my mom or sister. And if you walked in late, please put your donation in the box for the ticket price, because this is all going to charity. This isn't, I'm not pocketing this. Yes. But thank you guys so much. Thank you.